Hello everybody, Medusa here. This video's subject, the truth about crude oil. Bottom line fact, there is enough oil in both reserves and untapped wells in this country to supply it for the next 400 years. It's just on oil alone. Oil companies and the government knows this, regardless of who is in office, regardless of their party. Not to mention how many different ways there is to make alternative fuels, as well as how easy is it to get a vehicle to get 50 or more miles per gallon. I know a guy who did this. He bought a hybrid, tore up the interior, replaced everything with lighter weighted materials. He runs a body shop and replaced half the body with fiberglass and other lightweighted materials. He then replaced the battery that powers the electrical motor to a plug-in style. The wall out, then, which is empowered by solar panels. Out of the entire year, he will fill the tank maybe 5-6 times. Then, of course, the big thing, how much does the price of the pump affect the economy? Well, let's take a look at it this way. There was in time, let's say, during the week, especially on weekends, you'd want to see a movie. So you'd go to the theater, buy some junk food, or you would go to a Blockbuster, video rental places, get some movies, get some junk food, and both times drive there, drive back. Or people would go on vacation and drive there. Then, well, high price of gas would change that, and people just stayed home more. Several businesses would take a hit, even close. And then take a look at what happened in the 70s during the oil embargo. Hey, ask the baby boomers, ask the Generation Xers what it was like. In particular, during the gas rationing times, this is during the time that it was a 9 to 5 days and not many places were open on Sundays or holidays. And ATMs was not around for another 10 years. Lines and turning off gas to get gas was like pretty long. And it all depended on your license plate, either like the first or last digit, be it a letter or a number, that determined on how much gas you'd get. Then, of course, prior to the pandemic of the COVID, there were several jobs that could be done from home. And then during the pandemic, there were a number of companies that offered employees to do their work at home. People freaked in 1977 when gas hit $1 per gallon. Then, believe it or not, that was the price on average until 2001, prior to 9/11. Think of it, for 24 years, you were paying the same price. Again, folks, how much oil does this country have? And it could easily be at $1 per gallon for at least the next 50 years. How much oil is there that OPEC has? How many different ways can there be alternative fuel and alternative oil made? Folks, there has to be a better way. Medusa out.